What is going on, members of the Bears Den? How y'all like that? Hell yeah. Today we got a different video. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer one, so strap in. We're talking about the poorest region in America. Let's go.
Tight-knit community. It's time to meet face-to-face with locals and find out how poverty shapes their everyday reality. Welcome to
Yeah.
the forgotten heart of America.
America's poorest region. All right.
Basically, my plan
Oh,
in this
West
video
Virginia?
is I want to just meet the people and really try to understand what life is like here. I want to hear the upsides of life, I want to hear the struggles, and everything in between. Behind me, you can see the town of Bluefield. Mission now is to see if I can meet anyone for a nice
Bluefield.
introduction to the great state of West Virginia. There we go!
I don't even know what the capital
Something
of West
interesting
Virginia
about
is.
Bluefield is that food stamps were started here, invented here by JFK in the early 60s. Many family members were living under one roof, scraping to get by. It's 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. It looks pretty dead out here. You can just feel that it's an industrial town.
True.
Trying to meet some people in town, but no one's around. We got this guy, feeling of power with these buildings, like there was.
That's the thing. If you go to Rapid City, South Dakota, that's another thing. Like there's statues on every single fucking street corner. Um, I don't know what that is. I think America's just obsessed with statues because there's those, and then there's bison statues. In Sioux City, Iowa, there's prairie dog statues everywhere. It's fucking crazy.
Was once something big, and now it's just a feeling of emptiness.
Walking through this town feels like stepping into a forgotten world. Empty streets and closed shops stretch as far as the eye can see. It's like
That's
life
crazy.
just stopped. But I am able to flag down one guy and ask him what there is to do around here.
Not much. There is a lot of drugs in the state.
Because of lack of things to do?
Yeah, and just different things factoring in. I think there's a lot of mental health issues.
Appreciate it, man.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good day, all right? Take care. The journey continues into the countryside to Welch. So basically say goodbye to the towns here. No more towns, just countryside villages from now on.
It's crazy, like how far away West Virginia is from the Midwest. But you can find Midwest towns that look just like this, where it's just a couple of houses. Uh, well, here in the Midwest, at least, every single small town has a Dollar General. And that's pretty much guaranteed. Um, but aside from that, I mean, look at the top of this building here. It looks like it's either burnt at one point, or or it just has an overgrowth of dirt that's just caked up onto it that just never was cleaned. That's crazy.
This is so bizarre. I am like way out there in the countryside right now. I can hear the church bells ringing. A little worried that people are going to be skeptical of this random SUV driving into their neighborhoods, but hopefully they're nice. We'll find out here very soon. Whoa.
I'm starting to worry that this trip might be a bust, but deep down, I know there's a story here. I just have to look harder to find it, so I keep on driving. As the GPS cuts in and out, I stumble across abandoned roadside attractions and rusty auto parts.
10 cents a mile.
Oh yeah.
Everywhere I look, there are old railroad tracks and natural wonders.
The nature of West Virginia is amazing. Look at this little waterfall.
The tiny roads wind through the mountains.
Roads are super narrow, and when a FedEx truck passes you, it's hard to get by.
Somewhere around the town of Fayetteville, I even come across this crazy cool bridge.
That is the largest arch bridge in the Western Hemisphere.
There are no recognizable brands
That's
that I see out
crazy.
the window.
So like surely like the capital probably maintains that because there's no way like those little towns around there, there's no fucking way they got the infrastructure and money to put into maintaining that bridge. There's no way.
It's all mom and pop shops, but to be honest, most of them look closed.
Everything is just family owned and operated. very just life as it is. I have seen several post offices, which is interesting, so people can definitely send and receive mail.
Just when I think things couldn't get freakier, I stumble upon a place that I can't believe is real.
I've just discovered a ghost town here called Thurmond. Look at this. Completely abandoned now. Population of 0.
That's
During the
crazy.
heyday of coal mining here in the New River Gorge in West Virginia, this was a very prosperous town with a lot of businesses here and people living. And at its height, 76,000 passengers passed right by Thurmond every single day. This is the coolest place I've seen on this whole trip so far. I mean, totally abandoned. You just feel the power of what once was a booming town here in West Virginia in the middle of Appalachia, and just left as is.
With the ghost town behind me, I now have my attention on Welch, once the most prosperous coal town in America in the 1920s. But sadly, only 1,600 people remain. Most of them live below the poverty line, and life expectancy is well below the national average. Many families rely on government.
That is really crazy, And it's the same thing that's happened in like major cities too, because that was the whole thing that happened with Detroit and why it went under is because the entire industry was uprooted and then sold out to Canada. It was sold out to Mexico. It was sold out to other places in order to strike deals, which I don't even think like those deals are worth it. Um, I'm absolutely for making things in America by Americans for Americans. Um, yeah, that's I can't believe that. That's crazy. That is crazy. But these buildings here, they were very, very popular and they still are popular in many places. Even over here in the Midwest, we have many brick buildings like this that still stand there, still maintained to this day. But it is a dying breed of building. So I do like to see these types of buildings with this unique architecture to it, rather than the modern urbanized uh these bland fucking copycat buildings that you could see on every corner. I always liked the brick. It was when people gave a shit. It made a town unique to go to.
Assistance just to get by, and there's limited access to healthcare. Schools are underfunded, and many young people get out as soon as they can, searching for better opportunities elsewhere. This is the reality of Welch, a place where hope is a rare commodity, but I'm still on my mission to meet someone who can change my perspective on West Virginia.
A nice dog you have. Is he friendly? Good to know. Not trying to get bit by a dog while I'm here, that's for sure.
Man,
Not too many places I feel very unwelcomed, but Welch is one of them. Welch, West Virginia. Look at it.
is he friendly?
It's actually
No.
really tough to shoot this story because I'm by myself and I'm approaching people with a camera in my hand. And so you got to do the smile trick where you kind of make eye contact and smile.
Bro, you just gotta get a cameraman, dude. Gotta get a cameraman or one of them like what the fuck you call it? It's like a shoulder cam that you just literally strap on like a backpack or something and just walk around and it's not as like in everybody's face. I think they make some decent ones with some decent quality to them, but it is tough to run, to be fair.
And see if they're willing to
I
be
don't
on
think it'll be as
camera.
good as
I've had a
this.
lot of conversations, but I just haven't been able to record them because it just out of respect or people that just didn't want to be recorded.
After a self-guided tour to visit the library, try the newly opened bubble tea shop,
It's juice, it's not boba.
and see the abandoned theater, I'm finding
Bubble
Welch to
tea.
be as boring and unwelcoming as the other towns in McDowell County. I accidentally drove the wrong way on the only road in town and got yelled at by some guy in a pickup truck.
I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn around and go that way. Like, Jesus Christ. I know I made a wrong turn. Sorry, man.
It's pretty clear that nobody wants me here, but as I'm leaving Welch, a young couple catches my eye.
I'm chasing this guy and this girl that I just saw because they look really interesting. And I want to ask them some questions. Excuse me. Excuse me? Hi, are you guys from here?
Yes.
Is there anything interesting happening here? I've just been walking around, but it's pretty dead.
It is pretty dead right now because one Taco Man is closed.
Are you guys both from here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, she's from here originally. I live here down here.
Are you a couple? That's
Yeah,
adorable.
yeah.
I'm trying to meet really interesting people. And
There's a lot of interesting.
Bro's got the hobo beard, man. Holy shit. That's crazy, bro. I cannot let my hair get this dry, bro. If I let my hair get this dry, fuck. My whole face starts turning red and shit and gets all itchy. It's fucking horrible. I don't know how the fuck. Damn.
People around here.
Show me them.
At first, the couple is hesitant to talk, and I don't blame them for not trusting me. But after a little more convincing, I explain my mission to shine a light on the people and culture in West Virginia. And I'm starting to think I've succeeded in making my first new friends.
I would love to show you around.
Okay, a little
You
more.
don't have to give me money for
Well,
it. I just
what-
like to do it out of the kindness
that's
of
really
my
nice of
heart.
you.
So,
What'd you?
man, let's go.
That's
Dude.
nice.
You're awesome.
Super
Listen.
cool.
What's your name?
David,
Drew.
Chess.
you
Drew.
coming too?
Hey, man, these are the type of people, bro. These are the type of people that you need in your life, bro. People like this. You know, this is why you gotta branch out and you just gotta you gotta go out and meet people, man. Because if you meet some people like this, hey, this friends for life right there.
Right?
Okay, so
Let's grab the car because look, everything is a distance.
okay.
You have a juxtaposition here. You have people who they want the mines and they don't.
Are they gone?
No, not entirely. But the industry has shifted a lot.
Where
They're
are the coal
just-
mines?
They're everywhere. around
Okay,
here.
but
Okay, bro's gotta fix his glasses, bro. Listen, my ADHD cannot handle this, bro. I'm gonna be looking at them motherfuckers the whole time. I'm gonna be watching the video, and in the back of my head, I'm gonna be like, those fucking things bother me. Yo.
they're underground.
no,
Oh, I thought they were
we have
underground.
above ground and then we have below ground.
Okay,
mines.
gotcha.
Below ground mining is much more dangerous for people.
I'm just so interested in your life. You came
True.
to West Virginia because it was cheaper,
Yeah.
but so is Pennsylvania. Why the hell did you come to West Virginia?
I've never worked in a mine, but I've been in several mines, active mines, and holy, that shit, no, never do it. Hey, if you're out here and you're in these freaking underground mines and you're trying to find whatever resource it is that you're trying to pull out of there, I really hope you're getting paid because goddamn, I don't got it. I don't got it. I'll be the first to admit, ain't me. I ain't the guy. I'm not him, bro. I'm not.
What kind of ended up happening is my father, we're trying to get a place for us after my grandmother died. And so, my dad was living down here, my grandmother passes away, and he's like, well, so what are we gonna do for finding you a place to live? We're like going through states, we're looking at Farm Bureau stuff, we're looking at federal government, state websites, to
Yep.
see if we couldn't find something that way. No. So then we're like, okay, so then let's start going through and just looking for the cheapest properties that we can find through
There you
Zillow.
go. That got you to West Virginia.
Hey, yo, slow down a minute, bro. Y'all making this poor girl make like 15 steps to catch up with tall Paul Bunyan over here. And then the freaking, I don't, I don't know. I couldn't think of anything for him. But
And that's what got me to West Virginia.
And you're actually from here.
Yes, I was born and raised.
Wow. What's it like to grow up here?
You get so many surprises.
Surprise.
Like,
Good or bad?
literally, both.
I like the way you talk. I really do. I'm sure he does too.
Yeah.
That's one of his many attractions to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
Damn right it is.
You guys have been together for how long?
About 2 months, 3 months.
hey, no, no, no. I can't do this. I can't do this video, bro. I can't. Ah, oh my God. Ah. Bro, tell me why. 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 Tell me why now. Now. I have. This is. Bro, I can't do this. His fucking backpack is falling the fuck apart. His glasses are fucked up. His hair is really dry. And it just makes me want to itch my face. Bro, this is gonna be a long video, man. Y'all better like and subscribe. Subscribe to yourself too. Self-love is important these days. Fuck.
So you guys are still, it's called the honeymoon
follow
phase.
me.
You're in
No,
the
no,
honeymoon phase.
We skipped that.
So what do you like about her?
Oh, Lord.
Now's your time.
Okay, she's
Oh,
smart,
my
funny. We're
God.
the same type of person. We don't necessarily have an entirely similar background, but we have the same sensibilities. You'd never believe it, but I've had a very interesting and rough life. I'll be honest here. My trick has always been
Honesty's always good, bro.
exactly.
Always.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
What'd you say?
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Oh, laugh it up.
No, I'm serious. No, look. I lost the tips of 2 of my fingers.
I noticed that. I was gonna ask you.
So how it happened is I was paying too much attention to a group of little kids at their
Damn.
birthday party and not enough attention to a lawnmower. I joke about it. I laugh
Wait,
about it.
what? Wait. How? What? What was he doing? Like reaching down, like pulling the grass out of it or something? Like fucking, I don't know. How does that even happen? And what kind of lawnmower?
You mad at me? Hey, do you want the long or the short of it? Huh?
I
I did
love
not
this
swear
guy. No, I love this guy. This guy is good. I like this guy.
until I got into the ambulance and was away from the children. That kid will never ever have a 3-year-old birthday as eventful as that one.
Okay, so tell me about this building behind you.
True.
Okay, well,
True,
this
true, true,
building
true.
is called Aircon Towers. I lived there 4.5 years,
It's
and
a
there
housing
has
building?
been multiple suicides since I've been living in that building. Inside, people jumping out of windows, ODing.
So are you happy you don't live there?
I wonder if it's a housing building because this is a major problem. And this isn't exclusive to any state or any country. Every country that I know of that has any sort of housing program is always fucking riddled with drugs, riddled with people who are mentally unstable, and partly due to their own lack of ability to control that mental stability. But it's also on the doctor side of things where you can't expect somebody to get better when your only way of fixing them is to have them pop some pills that if they ever come off of or they ever run out of money and they can't re-up the prescription, sends them down a worse path than they ever would have gone before they started them. So it's a weird fucking shitty cycle, and I'm not saying that's the case for everybody, but I will say probably 85-90% of y'all need to knock it the fuck off and just face reality, all right? Because you don't have problems. There's people out here with actual problems, actual diagnosed properly, not just diagnosed to give you some pills so the fucking hospital can make some money, but diagnosed properly through proper methods that have actual mental issue, and they do need those medications. So I think it's fucking dumb. Did you know fucking hold on, we're gonna have a little fucking let me show you something. This is gonna be a long video anyway, so I'll show you something. Totally butchered prescription, but Jesus fucking Christ. Look at this bullshit. You know, vitamin C is whatever. Fucking vitamin D, whatever. Ibuprofen, whatever. Adderall. Fuck no. I was on Adderall. Uh, when I got diagnosed, they've had me on Vyvanse. And then after I started trade school, they moved me over to Adderall on a higher dose. And I essentially after that, I was just like, yeah, go fuck yourself. Here it is. Team prescription drug misuse statistics. 1 in 17s have taken prescription drugs without a doctor's prescription. That's crazy. That's crazy. Prescription drug statistics by race. But that's not what I was looking for. Look at that shit. 16.5%. as of, oh my God. No, it's 20.3% as of fucking 2020. That's insane. So if we do, so there's how many Americans are there? There's, let me make sure I do this right. United States population. Okay, 333 million. Okay. Uh, where's the damn multiplication sign at? Should just look this shit up on my phone. I don't fucking know where any of this shit is on the keyboard. Just gonna wonder if this will work. Times. There we go. 20.3 percent. Oh my God. 6,759,000. Wait, no. Oh my God. No, it's worse. 67,599,000. That's how many Americans are currently on the drugs for mental health. Are you fucking kidding me? What are we doing? And y'all want to talk about guns, man? Y'all want to talk about bullying? You want to talk about depression and all that shit? What the fuck? There's clearly only one problem here, and that's mental health. That's crazy. Y'all want to talk about fucking Luigi and shit? No, just a bunch of psychos. We got a mental health crisis, bro. Holy shit. That's gnarly, bro.
Anymore?
Um,
You don't want to move in here again with her?
No.
I mean,
no, it's no no, it's not.
Look, there's a lot of issues with drugs down here. I will
Yeah.
not
what
deny
drugs?
that.
Meth, heroin?
You name it, it's here. And
Is
you
it
know what?
because
See,
there's nothing to do?
Yeah, the meth is really prominent here in the Midwest too. Not so much here in South Dakota where I'm at, but back in Iowa, I was living in a small town in Iowa. Um and it was bad. It was really bad. Most everybody there was on drugs. You see it a little bit here, but it's less like some of it is hard drugs, but it's mostly contained in the city, so you don't really see it too much outside of the city. Most everybody kind of minds their shit here. But when I go to the city, I see it all the time. It's mostly Native Americans, and white people. Both y'all motherfuckers are the ones who are fucking walking around, tweaking out, fucking. Saw one. There's this white dude who was mowing his lawn at 3 in the morning. Yeah, 3 in the morning. This is when I first moved to South Dakota, so this was a wake up call. But this was a long time ago. This is back when I was like fucking 17. Um, we were just fucking around, driving around town because we had nothing else to do. And yeah, we come across this guy, and he's been mowing his lawn for I don't know how long, but there wasn't any grass left. It was just dirt. It was all dirt. 3 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch black. He can't even fucking see. And he's out here fucking mowing his lawn. And then if you drive around enough, you see other fucking white people who are just shit faced, fucking laying on the ground. You got a couple homeless people, but those aren't the homeless people that I see so far anyway. Haven't been natives or white people. It's been I don't know, some sort of fucking like either Cuban or Puerto Rican or Mexican or something. Uh, somebody of that melanin level. Um, yeah, that no, that just blows my mind because in Iowa there was some of this, right? Not a lot. There was some of it, but because I lived in the small town, it was always like more prominent because there obviously there wasn't that many people. So you learned who the druggies were immediately. Um, but here, well, not here where I'm at, but when I go into Rapid and I go grocery shopping and shit, because I live nowhere. I mean, middle of fucking nowhere. AW Starlink, by the way, fucking love that shit. Um, however, the point is, right? The point is that you can't really judge a place by the problems it has because those problems are most likely widespread anyway. And it's really what drives that problem to be there. Because I guarantee you, if West Virginia was still a booming industrial state, people there wouldn't be fucking hardly any drugs there, hardly any, because everybody be busy, they'd be working. My uncle always told me, "Busy hands are happy hands," and I live by that shit.
You? Like, why? What's the reason?
See, with me,
You gotta
I
go.
stay away from that, so I really don't know much. But I do have a few people that is drug addicts and everything. But I still talk with them and stuff.
Do you know what kind of drugs?
That I do not know.
I'm guessing it's meth and heroin. That would be my guess. Or fentanyl. Fentanyl's taking over the country.
Fentanyl
Yeah.
is taking over
Yeah,
the
it's,
country.
and like the tiniest amount can kill you.
You have people who are making drugs from outside of the country and outside.
Well, and the other problem is like he brings up a good point, but the other problem is that fentanyl is something that you can lace with other drugs. So you could be getting weed, you could be getting coke, you could be getting fucking meth, you could be getting heroin, but it could have fentanyl in it and you don't know. So we're at a point now to where it's not even safe to do drugs that you normally wouldn't fucking affect you in a way that fentanyl does. But, you know, that's just how dangerous things have become. And now we have so many undocumented people here, then who knows how much they had on them because they never came in through a legal process. So that's something that we normally, during legal process, could weed out. We could find the bad eggs and we can get rid of them before they even get in here. But because so many of them just came on in, now who knows how bad it's going to get. But you can't save nobody. And I'll also say this, okay? I've worked in a place where the fentanyl problem is real, okay? We have Narcan. However, the Narcan was not for the person living there. And it also wasn't for the person who was doing it with them or providing it. It was for us, staff. That's all it was for. If we even slightly started showing symptoms, only person that thing got used for was us. If the person in the room, we did a welfare check or something, and we opened up the room and the fucker's laying on the floor and they're about done from fentanyl, close that door. Close that door, call the authorities, tell them what's going on. No aid is to be administered. That's it. You're done. You're cooked. And some people, they are gonna say that that's brutal. It's inhumane. It's whatever. Um, but this shit doesn't grow on fucking trees. Okay. Narcan is expensive, insanely expensive, and it cannot be maintained to a level in a bad drug area to keep everybody the fuck alive. So you use it on the people that are going to clean up the mess fix everything that they broke, and then put that place available for somebody else. Okay. Um, it's a brutal reality, but when you're flipping these places and they are bad area places, um, you just gotta kind of mull through the bad eggs until you can get the decent ones in, and then that's how you maintain a safe state. But yeah, we've had several people that we've had to get thrown out of here because they tweaking off of drugs. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Of this area, and what they're doing is they're mixing fentanyl into heroin,
Yeah.
cocaine,
Yeah,
no
and
matter what it is,
yes.
they're mixing
And
it.
it's killing people.
See? Hey, I knew I liked this guy. I knew I liked this guy. Smart lad. Smart lad. However, being as though he lives in a dangerous area, old girly here, right here behind me, needs to convince him to go take some martial arts. And as big as he is, you kid me? Fuck. They wouldn't have to worry about no druggie anywhere at all.
And it's freaking killing people. My buddy who worked at the gas station that's over there, his sister died because she thought she was getting heroin. She didn't get heroin, she got mostly fentanyl.
Oh man, terrible. Are the police nice here?
Oh yeah,
That was the police that just honked at us like to say hi.
I'm friends with the cops.
In this small town, cops are not the only people Dave knows by name. He's been living in Welch for 8 years and is friends with almost everyone in the community. He wants to take me to the post office to introduce me to Scott, who he says is a real West Virginian who can help me better understand this county. People have a very strong
See, this is the real appeal of small towns. Um, Now keep in mind, small towns are very, very inconvenient. So if you're going to live in a small town, you need to be somewhat independent. You need to know how to be able to fix things on your own. You need to be able to provide yourself with means of getting to places and doing things. Um, so that is something to keep in mind. But if you can, small towns, I cannot recommend enough, especially if you could find one that's surrounded by nature. And it is, if you want to be truly feel like you're a part of the woods, small towns are the place to be. Okay. I've never found a better feeling than living in a small town as somebody who's grown up in a city, born and raised. I'll choose a small town. Not small. Okay, I can't have it small. It's got to have a little bit of stuff. Because if it doesn't even have a fucking grocery store, then yeah, peace out, bro. There ain't no way that town's too small. But just small enough to be secluded from everything. Oh yeah, I'll be about that all day.
impression about West
Rent's cheaper
Virginia
too.
as the poorest state, the druggiest state. How does that make you feel as a person from here?
I really don't care.
None of it is.
The
I really
druggiest
don't care
state?
what people think. We think most people from out west are liberals and gays
Yeah.
and crap like that.
Oh my God. You know the funny part is he's right. That's the funny part. He's right. Oh my God. That's funny. Hey, I like this guy.
It's just people stereotypes you from where you're
That's
from.
true.
I don't really care what they think. Generally, what it is too, when people come here, like if you come here and interview people, they like interview the goofiest
They pick the
people with
True.
no teeth,
Yeah.
but they pick the lowest of the low to try to interview. Man, you can be happy anywhere if you want to be. You choose that.
Absolutely agree with that. Fucking W based take. Yeah. There's nothing I can really say on that other than that was a fucking W take.
Scott, I love Scott. Scott is the man.
Yeah, what he said.
Scott packages.
W Scott.
I'm
Hell
standing here
yeah.
and I'm thinking of that. So.
Grab them. Then we'll head out.
Yep, 68 Court.
68,
Yep.
cool.
After checking out the post office, I want to convince Dave and Tess to come with me to Jolo, a tiny settlement on the back roads of McDowell County. But Tess is on the fence. Are you coming with us? Come on.
Yes.
I'm not going to Jolo. That's
Come
fine.
on.
some areas is racist.
Do you think they're racist there?
I never been. My grandmother, she always told
Never been. I love that. Nah, I love that.
me about Gilbert, Jolo, Man. Those areas is racist.
See, isn't
And
wrong. There used to be a lot of racism.
Hey, W Man's right here though. Hey, W Man's. She's hesitant, right? Because she's heard things. Fair enough, fair enough. But my guy here, he's like, yeah, man, let's go. He's just down, bro. He's down for a road trip.
But that's thankfully lessened a lot.
this is
We
my
don't-
first time being in a vehicle with a stranger.
Excuse me. Whoa. I'm right here.
You guys are awesome. Let me just say one more time. This is a rental car. I don't know anything around here. You guys are my only information about what's happening. So I couldn't possibly take you to a place because I don't know any places.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's just more hidden, but I don't see as much racism down here in this area particularly. Like you go up north, and I found there's a fair number of people who are racist. It's basically, think of it less as like black and white, and think of it as more poor to people who have more money, or
Yeah, see, that's so a class discrepancy makes sense. Um, but there's definitely something to be said about there's certain undertones. Back in the town that I used to live in, uh, this must be 3 years ago now. Um, there was a town, and I'm not gonna flame them out, so I will abstain from naming said town. But there was a town in South Dakota. It was a nursing home that I was working at. Um, and there was another maintenance guy there, and he was a black dude, former military, pretty respectable guy, bit of a loose cannon. Not in a bad way though. Bit of a loose cannon, as in he was a goof ass motherfucker. Um, but he was respectable. Okay, he's very polite. He know how to present himself. He knew how to speak well. But there were some old people, and we're talking old, old. Okay, we're not talking younger than 80 here. We're talking old, because everybody who was like 75 or younger, they were all chill. They didn't care. They thought he was great. Gave him stuff every year. He'd get fucking baked goods from him all the time. But there was one person in particular that I remember, older lady, 85, 86 probably. Um, and she just wasn't having it. She wouldn't let him come into her room. She just fucking absolutely abstained. And anytime she saw another one of us running around, um, she would stop us to try to get us to do the project that is under his. This is like his. So, for context, okay, hold on. This is gonna be easier than trying to explain this bullshit. All right, let's pull up fucking. I'm gonna pull up paint real quick. I'm gonna show you something. So, this building, right? You have the main building. Holy shit, I fucked that up. Okay, you got your main building here. Okay, then off of that building was another connected smaller building. And then over here, connected on this side, was another building there. Okay, and then your main entrance would be right here, little parking lot here, and then you'd have the shop right here where we stored all of our shit. And then this building actually wrapped around this way. It was the bigger of the whatchamacallit buildings. So just imagine this is all one big building here. So this part here was his part. My part here, and well, my part was actually the entire outside of the grounds. But we'll call this one. His part was two, and then we have three here. Okay. So the number two building was his building. The number one building and the outside grounds was all of mine. And then we had another guy over here in the third building. So this building is for people who are not, this is like the people who need nurses 24/7, can't do anything by themselves. These are for people who are like just retirees essentially. And then this is like a kind of a mix of both. There's some retirees and there's some people who can't really help themselves. So the point is, so these people, for the most part, they're all perfectly well behaved, amazing people. But there was this one lady, and if I think correctly, I think her room is like right here somewhere. Um, and she fucking hated this guy. Had no reason to, and it was purely racism. Because she's like, I don't need people looking like him to come into my room. I don't need people that look like him coming anywhere near me. I don't need people. And then I would have to fucking hear about it for like fucking 5 minutes, and then I'd have to march my happy fucking ass all the way back in here to the fucking to the supervisor's office and fucking let him know. And this is not like the first time that he's fucking gone over and cussed her out for being a dumbass. But she was just incredibly racist. I mean, she just wouldn't let it go. She's like, I don't know how they let people like him here. Like, what the fuck? Like, he was born here, dumbass. And like, but is somebody like that when they're that old? You can't tell them what way is what. I mean, you could kick them out, I suppose, but then you got to go through a bunch of legal bullshit. So it's just easier to just say, okay, if you don't let them do it, then I guess no one's going to do it. Or you just make the supervisor deal with it.
Or at least had more money at one point. So like mine owners and stuff like that. Better housing quality stuff, you know.
Oh, and another thing, the worst by far is definitely Rapid City as far as like because there's like proper racial tension between the natives and everybody else because it's a matter of a cultural difference, right? Because a lot of the natives they live off of fucking tribal money, welfare, fucking government assistance, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They live off of that shit, and they choose not to fucking better their own life, and it's fucking annoying as shit to see. Because and I hate to say it, right? Because there's a lot there. I'm not generalizing here. There's a lot of good natives here in Rapid City, but there's also fuck ton of bad ones. I mean, there you see them at every event. You see them around every fucking street corner. There's a native there who's either fucking smoking something or he's fucking drinking or it's whatever. And because the tensions are so high, there's a fucking tribal police and then you have fucking regular police and they can't get on board with anything. It's fucking nuts. So it's like people who shouldn't be getting off scot free are getting off scot free, and it just shouldn't be the case. It should be equal laws for equal rights. Okay, you want to fuck around and ruin your life, sure, but don't be affecting other people in your chase of fucking ruining yourself. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Like it's unnecessary that you would drag other people into your fucking own inability to fucking move on to something better or fucking I don't know. It's just a weird dynamic. This is the first time because I didn't experience this in any other place that I have ever been to, whether it was fucking California, whether it was fucking uh Texas, whether it was fucking Chicago, all the different places that I've been, I've never experienced something like this until I got here. But there are some people who are trying to push for change in the native community, but at the same time, there's a lot of bad ones. There's and the bad ones, unfortunately, here I think this is the biggest problem, right? The biggest problem is the ones who are doing good, they're the ones who are the quietest. Because all the bad ones, those are the ones that you see everywhere. Those are the ones that constantly remind you every single fucking day that natives are causing problems. And it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't. But it is. It is that way, unfortunately. But yeah, like you can go so there's a Wendy's that's like right across from a lower income native community. Uh and everybody who comes out of that is either fucking slinging dope or they're walking home around the same time you would get there in the morning to have breakfast at that Wendy's. And there was one day, I think, somebody had gotten fucking assaulted outside of the fucking Wendy's. And the Walmart that the natives go to is literally policed by there's cops. Well, not cops, but like security that like drives around the parking lot 24/7. His only job isn't even to go in the fucking store. It is to drive around in a loop 24/7 because there's been that many fucking assaults, stabbings, shootings in that one parking lot at that one Walmart. That's insane. Now, granted, there hasn't been fucking hardly any at all during the day. They've all been very, very late at night, and I think that's also why Walmart has changed their hours in that area. But it's just like, what the fuck are we doing? Now, let me keep in mind, because like I don't want people to take this out of context. Like Rapid City, as far as the city goes, it still is not near the other major cities' problems. So I don't want anybody taking it out of context and thinking, "Oh, Rapid City fucking sucks." No, it is a fraction of even Sioux Falls or in Omaha, Nebraska, or a fucking Los Angeles or Chicago or a uh fucking I don't know, Austin, Texas, big cities. Okay, Rapid City's not that big compared to those cities. There's not that many people who live here in South Dakota, but it just makes it more prominent that people fuck up here. And, you know, unfortunately, for any sort of race um or background, unfortunately the dumbest ones are the ones who are the loudest, and it is the ones who are going to set your stereotypes. So,
So this is the old Budweiser. They used to bottle and manufacture beer.
This?
hey,
That's awesome.
My house
that was my first beer, by the way. Budweiser. Hello.
is one of the original houses.
Fun fact. Back when me and my this is when I was living in Sioux City with my father still as a young kid. Um, he was a cheap ass bitch and didn't want to fucking pay to get beer at the boxing events that we used to go to. So he would take a bunch of tall boys and he would empty them into a McDonald's cup, and then he would bring in the McDonald's cup. And nobody fucking batted an eye, nobody cared. However, I didn't know that it was fucking alcohol in there. So I was thirsty. I went up to it and I drank probably a third of it. It was fucking just chugged that shit down. And boy, howdy, was I fucked up. I don't remember how old I was. I must have been, I know I wasn't very old. I was still young. I was still very young. Probably 7, 7, 8, maybe. And I was fucked up. Mm. And I remember it like it was yesterday. It was fucking Budweiser. Because I remember hearing my father explain it to my grandfather when he was absolutely panicked over the phone and driving us back from the little boxing event that we went to. Because the minute he saw me drinking it, he immediately freaked out, picked me up, threw the cup away, and he ran me out of there so fast. Um, Yeah, so then he had to explain to my grandfather what happened, and he kept saying Budweiser over and over again. So that type of memory sticks into my head, um, like it was yesterday. Like I literally see it as I'm speaking about it now.
In the county. My
What a
house
moment!
used to have a set of stairs that
I don't
was
really drink beer like
over
that
100
anymore, though.
steps. Where the
I'm a
Budweiser
whiskey
plant
man now.
is where they used to have the freight rail station.
Oh wow.
And the house that
True.
I live in used to have the station master. Him
Look
and
at
his
that.
family built the whole entire mountainside of all of these houses, and they used to ride the freight trains into the mines in the mornings.
Mountainside houses like that scare the shit out of me.
Wild, man.
This is one of the local springs. This is where a lot of people get their water. This water here is actually cleaner than anything you can get from any of the municipalities in the area.
Is it good?
I love it.
That's good. But you were saying there's no water.
That's the same thing. Pretty much here is pretty much the same thing. I mean, the one town that I was living in that I was talking about earlier with the racist woman, fucking yeah, there was actually a notice that went out that they overdumped chemical into the fucking city water. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't drink tap no more. I don't drink tap nothing from nobody, nowhere, no place. Okay? Natural springs? Sure. Absolutely. I'll give that a fucking few swigs, no problem. Um, but the fucking tap? No, I'm good. I'm good. I pass on that shit. So anything that I pull out of the tap goes through a filter. Okay? Got all sorts of different filters for that shit. Um, and that's the same anywhere. I don't fucking care. I don't care how fucking upper echelon the fucking place is. Even in a mansion. If I ever own a mansion in my life, bro, I guarantee you I'm putting that tap right in that motherfucking Brita filter. Okay? I'm gonna get me a Brita and I'm gonna freaking fill that bitch up and filter all that water.
There's water right there.
No, what I'm saying is that, yeah, there's water here. Like, the thing is like people have to come here to pump these, you know? It's good water. It's lovely water. But, if you gotta haul it, you gotta haul it. There's guys who live way back
so
there.
life is hard here.
Yeah, it can be. If your water is shut off, my water was shut off for almost 6 months.
I mean, that's something that
I had to come here to get water.
growing up, I never thought about not having access to water.
You can live in the United States and not have access to good.
Bro, I hate to say that I know how that feels, and yeah, there's nothing worse, to be honest. I've lived in a few places where I've had no water, no electricity. Fuck. I used to have to walk to McDonald's to charge my phone. Fuck. The fucking shit sucks, man.
Water. What's sad about not having access to good water is this. Come across over here, you got this stream, right? Well, you end up having coal dust runoff, and if there's a flood in the area, we got 8 things so that the sewer systems don't overflood into the streets, and instead it floods into here. We don't want to drink that. Well, there's coal, there's sewage, there's toxic waste, whoever
Facts.
the heck else knows what. We have signs going all the way up and down all of our rivers or do not fish in them. McDowell, like you said, it's the poorest county.
Yeah, it is.
So therefore, we have the least access to getting things done. Some places don't have sewage. You go one county up, their water's as bad as ours.
They don't have sewage?
Their sewage
Go back in
dumps,
the car.
the sewage dumps straight into the river. The nature is great down here, but the nature is also polluted too. Look at the left here.
I see this.
This
thing.
was my buddy's house. He died.
That's a
he-
house?
There was a house there. My friend Dennis lived there, and when he died, his son burned his house down.
Jesus.
Now, my buddy Dennis was
Jesus.
a lifelong drug dealer and a lifelong druggie. He had a crack addiction. And 6 months before he died, like everybody 6 months before they died, he got clean. He saw that other people were foolish. Is this the way I act when I'm high? And he got clean. He was working for a construction company that was putting in all the new Wendy's. Now, slow up here. This is a mine.
There?
Yeah,
What?
That's a mine?
that's a mine.
So I shouldn't drive up that hill?
No,
That would be awesome if we can go.
no,
I want to.
no, babe.
Wow,
See, there we go. There we go. We got her around. We got her around. Now she wants to adventure. That's what we talking about, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. If I ever made it with this YouTube shit, bro, I'm 100% doing road trips like these.
you went from being so scared and now
That's
being the most
goals,
adventurous
man.
in the
That
car.
is
No,
goals.
Look at
he's
that.
like, yeah,
Look at that.
let's do crazy crap. This is Caples.
Caples.
Yep.
It looks interesting.
Well, okay, so do you want to hear the story of Caples? This is Caples. Caples, West Virginia. The significance of Caples is that this mountain right here was supposed to be where the freeway was actually going to cut through originally. From what I've been told, people from this area of West Virginia actually came down and built those so they could be used for off-ramps.
Really?
And then they shifted the whole thing. Now it's actually going to go through Hemp Hill, right over Barber Hill.
Wait, so they started building this and then they
Yep,
just ditched?
like the community, they did it unpaid. And then they just like,
Wow.
well, maybe not, maybe. And so people did all this work for nothing. It's kind of the thing behind West Virginia. You have all these people who want to do who are willing to do the hard work. But when it comes to the government officials down here, they're worse than New York. They're bad, they're horrible. They don't listen to the people and what they want. And I don't
What needs to happen for West Virginia to get back on
Fair.
its feet?
They need to diversify. Everything has been cold down here for so long. And anytime there's anything other than that, anything good, it doesn't happen. I mean, do you know that the plant that was put in Buffalo for Tesla was actually originally proposed for West Virginia? Over 6 different sites.
Wow.
And West Virginia, no, we can't do this, we can't do this. Now, Elon Musk, they actually had press releases that said that they were willing to put in all new plumbing, all new electrical lines, make sure there was clean and safe water. And the people of West Virginia said, no, this is part of our culture and our heritage.
Sure.
They're reluctant for the future. That isn't necessarily the direction of the people, that's the direction of the elected officials.
What do you think needs to happen for
I actually, I 100% see what he's saying here. Um, and unfortunately, he's probably right. I don't put anything when it comes to politics, right? It's actually safer when it comes to politics to assume the worst and hope for the best. Because nobody ever wins with politics, especially the people who are like me, blue collar workers, people who are fucking putting in the hard time, killing ourselves each and every day. We never ever get the favor of a politician ever. They'll spout it all day talking about fucking wanting to do better for the working class, and it's never something that comes to fruition. It doesn't matter who you like. It doesn't matter who you think your favorite is. Um, I guarantee you they're gonna fail just like the rest of them. Because even if 50% of them vote to do something positive, there will always be that 1% that offsets the 50% that already voted. Because at the end of the day, like, even though 100% of the people could be completely divided on something, there's always a 1% person out there who is just looking to fucking keep people down. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. There's nothing that you could really do about it. You have to really change up the system. Um, a way to do that would be to enforce term limits. So you can't have somebody be the governor for fucking 30, 40, 50 years of a fucking state while they burn it to the ground. Okay? It just doesn't fucking it doesn't make sense. New people, new ideas, new ways to move forward. Pretty simple.
West Virginia to get back on its feet?
From the pictures that I saw, it used to be a beautiful town. Since the flood 2001, it flooded everything out, and government and the president just let everything go to waste. Like,
Really? Do you
it's
also
just
think the
sad.
government officials are corrupt?
yeah, they are.
Agreed.
So you were a comedian?
I know.
Like stand-up comedian?
No, I've never been in stand-up. I've just done horror acting.
Comment below if you think Big Dave should be a comedian. And what should his name be? Caveman Dave? Dude, look at that demolished house right there.
That's like, they haven't touched that or anything. They haven't done anything to it. It's just, the house has been abandoned.
What the fuck? Bro, it looks like you just fucking shot a laser through that thing and cut it in half. Holy shit.
So like, you can actually see, like when there's no leaves here, you can actually see the number of houses that used to be here.
A lot of people
Even
in
still.
general have just
But
left
a lot
the state.
of people
Yeah.
left.
No jobs.
For this, it was no jobs, but then it was also like, we don't know when our houses are gonna be torn down.
So,
But-
do you know anyone from this
Yeah.
town? You do?
Yeah, we'll go see my buddy's home.
This is so crazy walking through these communities.
This is my newspaper
Oh,
route.
so you're comfortable here.
So I feel comfortable here, so I know this area
I
well.
like that.
Oh,
Hey,
newspaper
brother.
route.
Yeah, that's George.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you. All right, Tess.
She knows a lot of people down here. Don't let her
Yeah.
lie to you.
No, I always thought he was homeless.
This guy?
Yeah.
Well, he's not
His
home.
name is Ruben.
How you doing? I'm all right. Wow, this is so cool, going in someone's home. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Can I shake your hand? What's your name? Ruben, I'm Drew. Nice to meet you. How long have you been living out here?
34 years.
You like it?
Yeah,
You always been living in this house?
yeah. I got the lights and water cut off.
How do you get water?
I carry it. We got a spring hole about half a mile. We can bring it in the jug.
So how do you shower?
In them tubs right there. I wash my clothes and stuff.
Use the candles for light in the nighttime?
No, I used to lights in, you know.
Oh, like a flashlight.
Yeah, You go in there and look.
Can I look?
Yeah.
I really appreciate your generosity.
Mm-hmm. Smoking my stuff right there.
You live alone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you get heat right there.
Uh-huh.
Is your bedroom-
Damn.
Oh, nice. It's comfortable.
So he just running straight up propane heat right up through the fucking fan and then blowing it out. And then the little lantern right here. Little tiny lantern. That fucking thing ain't putting out nothing. Oh, there's two more right here. I see him. Wow. Wow. Damn.
Comfortable in here.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Mhm.
Oh, it goes farther in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Have you always lived by yourself?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's the living. You got to look at this.
No lights in here. No electricity. A lot of DVDs over there.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing me your house. It's very kind of you. Yeah. That's interesting.
That's
Really
cool.
nice guy.
And he's
Very
loved
cool
by
guy.
everybody. I love
Yeah.
him.
What do you like about West Virginia?
I love this war. That's what my mother raised. And then they fell back down to Alabama.
What do you know about this guy right here?
He say he picked up that stray. I say he better be careful. He better keep that stray.
Yeah.
I wish you the best of luck.
Yes, sir.
God bless.
Uh-huh.
So sweet.
Okay, come back again, man.
Yeah, brother. See you.
Okay.
See you later, Ruben.
Okay.
What a nice guy.
Ruben had some issues in his childhood. If you noticed, I don't know if you got to see his hands.
I noticed.
Well, he did some time. From what I've been told, he got into a bar fight and killed someone.
could tell
There
he's-
was a girl who was getting assaulted or something like that.
You could tell
But-
he's been through some shit.
He's been through some shit, and I love him because he's awesome. He's a
Yeah,
bro to me.
he's a homie.
But the interesting thing is like trying to talk to him.
Yeah.
You know, he just goes off in a different direction.
Yeah, he does. He does.
You know, he's just like,
He does.
"Ah,
He was talking about Alabama
and
his dad,
family,
his
yeah,
granddaddy,
exactly.
and
So
his
he's-
mom. Yeah.
He's on a limited income.
Sure.
He doesn't have a lot of money.
A lot of people are
So
like
for
that,
him,
though.
it's easier and cheaper for him to suffer than it is, you know.
But he has
for,
no one to help him. Family, friends. That's sad.
No. But
Most people, I would like to think, that are in that condition would have a family or friend or uncle or relative that could at least
Yeah.
help him out or put him in their house or something.
Oh, yes.
he doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to.
That's part of it. He does not want to. That's his mama's home.
The decline of the coal industry is the most obvious contributor to poverty in West Virginia. But after talking to Ruben and seeing inside his home, I realized that geographic isolation plays an important role. Extremely rural living
Man,
limits
that's
access to
tough.
education, healthcare, and jobs, while a strong cultural attachment to the past can hinder progress and create an uphill battle for West Virginians to break free from poverty. I'm going
I
up
know
a
this
road
road.
that doesn't look like I should be going up.
No.
Yes.
Holy shit. Talking about getting out there.
Yeah, man. Look,
Jesus.
I told you I would get you places.
Yeah. This is wild. Like, the grass has grown over the sidewalk, so I can't even see where I'm driving.
Well, you know what? Like I said, this is how a lot of people live. This is where they live. Like, people actually live up in areas, and this is their driveway.
Bro,
This is crazy. Look at this abandoned, destructed
that's the
building.
one that was split in
Holy
half, right?
crap. Bro,
Was that a different one?
what? This is crazy. As we veer back onto the main road, we come across a gas station and I see a guy covered from head to toe in coal. I have to stop and ask him some burning questions. Where do you work?
Just up the road.
And what's it like in your job? I mean, you're covered in black right now.
I shovel a beltline right now.
Is it tough?
Pretty tough.
Bro. I remember when I used to do road construction, and my job was I was a plant help guy on a mobile plant that we set up, and then whenever there's a problem with the asphalt fucking getting mixed together and all that shit, um, I tell you what, I come home and I look just like this guy, just covered. I mean, covered. And on top of that, like, you don't get to go home. You get to go to a fucking trailer. That's where you get to live because you're traveling with the crew, you're going all around wherever it is that you're stationed, and it's just like, fuck. That's a unforgiving, underpaid job. And if you work on a plant crew, hey, my hat's off to you, man. I'm glad I got out of there. I suggest y'all do the same.
It gets a little bit behind. It's kind
Become a plumber. At least you get paid more, okay?
of tough.
Are you like, how many hours a day are you working?
11 right now.
11.
10, 11.
Are you underground?
Yeah.
It's pitch black where you work. That's got to be tough for your mental health. Like you're just in dark all day, and then but what time you get out, it gets dark outside. So you don't see daylight much in general.
It don't seem dark to me under there. I mean, the lights that they have out nowadays are pretty bright.
Is it stressful?
I wouldn't say it is. I've been doing it a while though.
Like the coal mining industry as a whole is like not so big anymore here compared to how it used to be like 50 years ago.
I guess mine's is doing all right now, but compared to back in the day, like if you've ever seen pictures of Welch, like there used to be like vehicles like lining the streets. And if you
True.
just look around, like, I mean, a lot of stuff like abandoned and stuff now, like compared
Yeah.
to back in the day, this place I reckon used to be booming.
There was 100,000 people in McDowell County at one point. Now there's like 15.
It's called like Little New York or something like that.
He's from New York. He said they called it Little New York.
Yep, Welch was Little Manhattan.
For real?
I can't remember where the pictures are. I've seen them hanging, but yeah, like I mean, it was just vehicles back to back.
So as a person from West Virginia, what's it like growing up here?
I like that I growed up here because like this area, like it's almost kind of like a time capsule in a way, still kind of set back in its days, so to say. People's
True.
real loyal around here. Like outside people, they don't let in as easy. Say you walking down the road or through somebody's yard or something.
Yeah.
That'd be a little bit different. But you know, it's like growing up. That's
Yeah, we're in a public gas
yeah,
station.
they're friendly, stuff like that. But like, I mean, I'm glad I growed up around here. Taught me a lot of good morals.
What's the most difficult thing about living in West Virginia?
In this particular part, everything's spaced out, so you gotta have a vehicle.
I just want to say I really respect what you do because your job is not easy, man.
I think a lot of it is just work because
That's one thing I learned too. When I went on vacation last year and I went to Hawaii, something I learned about because I didn't go to like the major like tourist part of Hawaii. I went to Kona and I landed there at the Kona airport and I experienced the more cultural side of Hawaii. But in Kona is not very big. It's not big at all. There's a couple places there, but not a lot, right? Um, but everywhere there was like completely spread out. You have to have a car if you're getting around. But I mean, if you gotta walk, I mean, there are a lot worse places to live if you gotta walk, unless you're outside. Because every hour it seemed it rained for like 5, 10 minutes. That's it. Then it's cut off. But it was so hot that rain would evaporate so fucking fast that you wouldn't even know. It's crazy.
it is hard work. I ain't gonna lie. Like a lot of it under there is hard work.
Where are you heading now?
To the house since when I get here,
To the house? Take a shower?
first thing.
How many hours a week do you work?
I feel that,
So,
man. I feel that.
Pulling 11s, and then I'm working Saturdays, about half a day on Saturday.
So 11 hours a day and then 6 hours on Saturdays?
Saturday's volunteer work. Like when
So you're working like 60 hours a week. What's the like average salary for someone that does what you do? If you don't mind me asking.
I just got back in it, like when I worked in it, I made $30.25 an hour, and I was bringing home like right around $3 grand every 2 weeks. Like right
Damn.
now, I think they're bringing home anywhere like $3,700 to $3,900 every 2 weeks, if not more.
Well, that's like extremely good. I mean, especially for this area. Because like jobs are hard to come by.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best paying jobs around here.
It's got to be the best.
Fuck, you need that nowadays. Fucking almost anywhere you need that now. With how bad everything is getting, I mean, hopefully we can start getting on the downswing of some of it. The thing with inflation is, right, when things inflate, they never return to what they were before. Um, so that's the only problem with that. However, one can hope.
Paying job around here, isn't it?
Yeah.
By
One
far.
can
It
hope.
has
By
to be.
far, it has to be. It is.
I mean, it's even by far. Like I moved to Kentucky and I make more money and work less hours than I did in the factories. Like that plastic factory I left is 7 days a week. At the mines, like you do feel more appreciated. Like it might be like considered a dangerous industry or whatever like that, but the companies that I've worked for, they take good care of you.
Hey, I like your tattoo, by the way. That's the university, right?
No,
No,
Oh.
no.
It's
You don't know.
got it.
That might be the university logo, but you don't understand down here. That's the state logo for us. Student
Everybody I
Univers-
know's got this thing. Either got it in jail or got it and went to jail. I got it, and I ended up going to jail like the next day. You could tell I got stuck in the drunk tank and it about got pulled out. See a couple
Oh man.
spots.
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing to put on it. Went to as soon as I got.
Wait, you
there.
really went to jail?
Yeah.
Why?
I got driving charge.
So right after you got it, you went to jail?
Yeah.
Are you married?
Yep.
You have kids?
Yep. Two.
2 kids?
15 and 14.
You have a 16-year-old kid?
I lived
Damn.
with my wife for 19 years.
So you had your first kid when you were like 20?
20. Yeah.
I guess that's not that young, I
Yeah,
guess.
because I remember when I turned 21, he pissed all over me. My wife was getting me out, so here I help you, honey, and I got him undressed and I was taking him to the bathroom. He pissed all over me.
What do you guys do to have fun around here aside from sports?
Basketball, I know they do that. A lot of side-by-sides, four-wheelers, dirt bikes.
Hell yeah.
Like the drugs are real bad around here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Like, what drugs? Meth, heroin, fentanyl?
Yeah, heroin, meth, fentanyl's real bad around here now. Pills used to be real bad around here.
Is it easy to find drugs?
Yeah, it is anywhere nowadays. Not just West Virginia, it's an epidemic everywhere, man, with the fentanyl.
It's everywhere.
meth and stuff, and it's killing everybody.
Yeah.
Like in the last 2 years.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
I was waiting on the road whenever you went to tell me how many walk out.
I've been clean a little over 60 days.
He lost the friend that he was. He's a stupid
Oh,
person.
I'm glad that you're clean now.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
You recording us?
No, I was recording him.
It was. Oh,
It's okay, I got his permission. I got his permission.
60 days ago.
Can I see this? Oh my god, man. Your arms.
That's how
Holy
much fentanyl I
shit.
was smoking. It was coming out my skin like I was smoking so
Holy
much.
crap, man.
I know I've gained 30 some pounds.
So how did you get off of it?
And I'm still in rehab.
You knew that you needed help. So how did you just like one day you're like, I'm done with this?
A couple days. I mean, it wasn't just one day. It's just I got tired of it, man. I got tired of living like that because I've always worked my whole life, and within the last couple of years, lost everything I had, and I got tired of being sick every day. I got tired of chasing. I got tired of not having nothing.
Dude.
So he brings up a very interesting point. Um, I've always found, right, that maturity never came from a want, it always came from a need. It never came out of desire, it came out of necessity. Because there's times I'm not gonna go into detail. All right, I'm not trying to make this a fucking a depresso fest. But there's times where I've been low, very low, like fucking low. But what changed in me, and the reason why I've even gotten to this point, is the fact that I literally woke up one day and I just knew I can't do what I did the day before. I can't. Just can't do it. And it's not even it's something that I tried to tell myself, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. But then I never did it. But the time where I finally gave in and I gave up, then the necessity for me to have to change. I didn't have a choice. It was either I changed or I went down a path that I would never return from. And that necessity is what changed me to get now onto this path where I made a massive course correction and I'm finally on a place to where it feels like I'm going 2 steps forward without taking 3 steps back. So I absolutely understand what this guy's saying. Absolutely.
Dude, I'm happy for you, bro.
Like, I mean,
Hey,
the
W
definition
mans,
of
bro.
insanity
W
is doing the same
mans.
thing over and over,
Yeah.
expecting different results. So I wake
Exactly.
up, I go do this drug, I'm still sick, but I'm still
Do it again, yeah. I'm happy for you
Something's
that
gotta change.
I'm glad that you figured it out, dude.
Yeah, so hopefully I can inspire other people,
That's-
man, because the way I look, you know what I'm saying? Hey, worked for me, rehab work, that's the best decision I made is when I went to that.
Would you say most people around here are on some kind of drugs?
You can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. So just know that. You got to understand that it sucks. But if you know somebody who's going through a drug problem right now, forcing them to go to fucking rehab ain't always the answer. Especially if they're a stubborn ass motherfucker like me, then you can't learn from anybody telling you how to do something. You have to try it and you have to fail it and you have to learn from it. Okay? Most of the hardest lessons I've learned in life were due to my own misguided judgments. And it wasn't because somebody misguided me, it was because I misguided myself. But because of that, it has made me the person I am. And I'm grateful for it every day.
A lot of them.
It's really sad.
It is sad, man, because I've lost a lot of real good friends and a lot of real, like, me being from the addiction side, you know what I'm saying? I've been there, you know what I'm saying? I know what they go through and stuff like that, you know? Because it sucks being hooked on something, you know? And that shit isn't, I mean, it's hard to get off of, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy to get off of.
Hey, what do you know about Jolo? We're heading there now.
A gas station and a post office like combined.
I could have guessed that.
Check your real gas up and also
Gas
so
station
you
and
can
a
buy
post
liquor at the
office.
same location.
That's a small town shit right there.
Oh my God, yo.
We got to run. Nice meeting you. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Hey, I
Man,
really
that's
appreciate you
crazy.
for sharing, dude. Seriously. You're awesome, and I'm proud of you, man. Keep it up.
You know, the addiction issues are so bad, and it's so interesting. I have a rule at my house. Anyone can stop at my house. Any addict can stop at my house and sit on my stoop. And if they're just trying to recover before they head on home, you know, if I can save them from being arrested, I consider that a plus.
That's really nice of you, man. Seriously.
Because I'm like, yo, the only thing, just don't mess with anything and you're good to go. I've never had any of the drug dealers or druggies steal anything off of my porch, off of my stoop area.
Yeah, because you take care of them.
Yeah, I take care of them. They take care of me. They keep they keep an eye. Hey, you know, someone was messing around your house a couple of weeks ago. You know, blah blah blah.
That's another point that he raises up there that's really good. Um, I think a big problem with the the drug rehabilitation side and efforts made is that these people, they're treated as criminals. And a lot of times they're not. You got to understand that these people, they're the victims, okay? They are victims. You got to stop treating them like they're fucking out here to do harm, okay? Most of these people who are the way they are is because they've fallen on hard times one way or another. And unfortunately, before a helping hand could reach them, drugs did first. But that doesn't mean that a helping hand now can't help them turn around and turn around for the better. So something to keep in mind, man. You can't treat these people like convicts. You know, they've been through it. Sometimes we all need a little help.
You're really
I've had that happen
You're
a
super
couple
kind-hearted,
times.
man.
The three of us are getting hungry, so I asked Dave and Tess where's a good spot to eat.
There's something from the area.
Like corn? What's local
well,
food?
I mean, sure, we could do corn. I don't know where you get. Where do you?
Fucking corn. You can't even digest corn. It's not good for you, man. Stop eating corn in 2025. What are we doing? Popcorn? Sure. Sure. It's prepared differently. It makes it easy for the body to digest it. But Like if you notice, you eat a lot of fucking you eat a lot of sweet corn. That shit ain't getting digested. And the funny part is, because you'll remember chewing it too. And you'll be like, no, I chewed this. It should be digested, but it's not, because it's in your fucking stool the next day.
Well, okay. And they take me to a place that has 2 words on the sign. Soul food.
Yeah, yeah.
And his food.
Oh, shit.
Local
Getting
food
that
in West
soul
Virginia.
food.
Oh, hi. How are you? I heard
Hell
this is the
yeah.
best restaurant in town. Okay.
Yeah, everything in West Virginia is like that. It's mountains. Everything shifts, so therefore everything needs to be shot harder.
What's the best thing on the menu? Or like, I should say the most popular thing. Ribs brisket. I like brisket.
My personally favorite is the chicken wings.
Yeah, she likes the chicken wings.
We're on the side of the highway in West Virginia. We're at a mom and pop shop called Roscoe's Soul Food.
Roscoe.
Hey.
And Tess is finally not scared of me anymore. Yay. David was never scared of me. Coal truck incoming.
That's a baby one. That's a baby one.
So it's just transporting coal, that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Very simple.
It's probably taking it from one mine location to a place where they gotta load it. A lot of people are happy down here. They are. But, you know, it's an interesting county because everything is a juxtaposition down here. I've met a lot of people when I was doing the newspaper. They say, we don't like the coal mines, but we need a job.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want the coal mines. We don't want this kind of future for our kids, but like, I met this gentleman. His father was dying of black lung.
Can you explain what black lung is to people watching this video?
It's like asbestos lung. It's like you get emphysema.
Yeah, it's just a contaminant, really. It's a contaminant that absolutely just tears your fucking lungs apart. It gives you a disease. Yeah, it's something that's always been the case, and it's not like as common as it used to be, because like obviously there's more precautions nowadays, but you still can't get away from it. And it's something that you can even get black lung from fucking doing shit with fucking road construction crews. Like it's prominent. It's there. If you're on the plant and you're fucking trying to pump this shit out constantly, there's always a chance,
And you get all the contaminants from the coal processing. I mean, I don't even understand it.
It's a real problem for
yeah.
people that work in coal mines.
Oh, yeah. It sucks to die from. It's a whole huge mess.
It's nothing to do in Welch. That's the reason why I went to school and everything, so I can actually tell people it's just because you're in a boring state or county, it's so much to do. Because
Where'd you go to school?
August Scofield School of Culinary Arts.
How you doing?
Hey.
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm still in school.
Culinary arts. Oh, she know how to cook. Dang. Hey, my buddy with the glasses over there, bro. He fucking. No wonder he that big.
Oh, you
He got
didn't
top
actually go
chef
Texas,
working.
You're just doing it online. Got it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
But I want to set an example for people saying it's
That's
nothing to do.
that's
It's
smart
a
guy,
lot to do.
smart
You
guy.
can do what I'm
Marry
doing,
his
go to
chef.
school, you can go play sports. You can do anything with your life if you choose to do it. I'm a prime example.
Because you brought it up earlier, can I ask you questions about racism? You know the demographic of white versus black here? Do you know?
No, I don't entirely, but I will give you this hint of information.
Sure, please.
This side of the county is far more African American. Anything on 52, this portion is far more African American. Anything past Roderfield, it starts to get a lot more white.
Have you experienced racism growing up?
No, not really.
Coal truck. Coal truck, big one.
Big one.
Big coal truck.
Now we're in West Virginia.
Now you're in West
That was the moment I needed to fully feel. So, so that's good that you didn't feel racist.
Nah, man, I fucking, dude, I love this video, man. These people, man, they're just so genuine, bro. They're not the type to mince words. I mean, they'll talk to you straight. It's just, man, this type of culture ain't for everybody, man, and I fully understand it, but it's got to be appreciated and it's got to be protected. Damn.
Racism growing up.
Yeah, like I said, I was born and raised in Welch. I haven't been nowhere but Welch.
Have you traveled around West Virginia? You like it?
Great state. It's an interesting state. They have a lot of interesting people, interesting roads, weird
true.
little areas, pit stop places.
Oh, wow.
Oh, holy crap, maybe. Wow, this looks really good.
That look good.
Mm.
Ooh.
Wow. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Gold truck! Another one coming. Dude, it's crazy. During this lunch, we've seen about 10 to 12 coal trucks. It's so industrial here, which is crazy because there's not many people living here. There's not life, but there's industry. How did you workshop that?
Why is it so close?
I gotta figure stuff out.
Bro, hey, my guy. I know you probably ain't got it like that, right? I don't know if you're on a fixed income or something, but damn, them things are scratched up.
One glass was broken and you're like, I just gotta throw another one on.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a way to do it. I gotta figure out a way. I just like, you know, if I don't have glasses, like
It's
I'm blind.
efficient.
I'm legally blind without them.
How'd you guys meet? Here, I want to hear from you first.
the bus?
On the
Like,
bus.
on the bus.
On the bus.
So, who talked first?
Her.
Oh,
It was
you
her.
made the first move?
did not.
She totally made the first move.
I did not.
She totally made the first move. Gold truck.
Okay, I want to hear the rest of the story.
I'm coming back from doing something uptown. I don't remember. We're sort of talking, you know, like I'm not really talking, and she starts wanting to mess with my hair. And she starts playing and braiding with my hair. No, I don't let most people touch my hair.
That's a
And
great
she
story.
She just kept playing.
That's not allowed.
Honestly, I came to West Virginia to meet the people and learn the culture, but this love story that I'm witnessing is the best part so far.
Bellies full, we're ready to keep moving on our journey to Jolo.
What?
Jolo?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Hey!
I'm so happy that Tess has agreed to join us after initially being worried about how she would be treated.
I didn't date, honestly. I didn't date for 15 years.
Wow.
My last ex, my Beyonce, destroyed my life. She basically rotted my head out. And then I just came to a decision one day, and I said, I'm gonna stop looking. You know, if it's gonna come, it's gonna come. And on top of that, I am not gonna lessen my standards for anyone. And you know what? She met every single one of my criteria.
Aww. Did he meet your criteria?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute.
Yes.
But you weren't looking, it just happened.
No, it just happened.
It just happened.
Most of us only have AT&T down here or AT&T service carrier because
Suck it, Verizon. Nah, I fucking hate Verizon, bro. I hate Verizon. It's the one around me that has the best coverage, but fuck, I hate Verizon, bro. I can't tell you how many times the fucking phones, everybody's phones, has just completely cut off because the fucking Verizon tower is having a fucking issue or some bullshit. Fuck off, Verizon. You're worth like fucking millions of dollars, billions. I don't know how much Verizon's worth. I do know it's a lot, and I do know that y'all got the money to pay motherfuckers to keep them towers up and running. So quit fucking around. I'm tired of this shit happening every once in a while. Fucking knock it off.
that's the only one that really works down here.
Yeah, my T-Mobile has been really spotty.
I will say, Verizon does have better plans than AT&T though. Fucking hate AT&T's plans and their customer service. Actually, AT&T's customer service sucks. When I had them, it was awful.
Yeah, then you're probably running off like a Verizon tower
Yeah,
or something
probably.
like that. You
That's
know?
crazy that in America in 2024,
That's not how that works. T-Mobile does not work off of Verizon towers.
there's still like a lot of people that can't get phone signal. I mean, that's
Well, yeah.
And T-Mobile and Sprint work off of their own towers.
crazy.
When I first moved down here, I had to go on top of my roof of my house.
As
in
far
order
as
to
I
get a
know.
phone call with my Verizon service.
Don't at me.
Okay, think about this. It's hard to get clothes down
Look
here.
at that.
It's hard to get anything like you go to a Walmart, you go to a Kmart, so on and so forth.
order on Amazon.
Yeah, but you know what? Amazon.
Some
doesn't-
people don't have laptops or phones
Yeah,
or anything.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the fucking one guy didn't even have electricity. He ain't gonna be able to order nothing.
And wait, supposedly Walmart's supposed to deliver up into certain areas of McDowell County. They don't.
So how do people get?
They have to go up the road either in vehicles or with other people.
And not everybody has cars, right?
Exactly. So they either have to catch the bus or they have to ride with other people in order to even get to the bus.
And
or
And
to
become
the
a
store.
mechanic.
And on the bus is you can bring so much
Yep.
on the bus.
Think about West Virginia. It's in the middle of nowhere and it's in the middle of everywhere all at the same time. You can be in any major city in basically 9 hours. New York City,
Yeah.
Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Columbus.
Probably Chicago
Detroit?
too.
Chicago is like 12. That makes sense for why a lot of serial killers have come down here. But it also helped cement this area and the Rust Belt as what they were, because you had so much coal coming out of these mountains. And think about the Rust Belt cities. Think about the cities that
Crazy.
had steel mills. All those Rust Belt cities are because of West Virginia.
Dave, I've noticed a lot of Confederate flags on the houses. I just saw one. What's it? I mean, I know we're in the South, but what's going on with that?
We are called the Free State of McDowell. We are the part of West Virginia that did not agree to join the Union. This area is technically part of the Confederacy.
But people still feel strongly about that.
Some people do. Some people do, and people talk about it.
Is that tying with racism?
I don't know. It's kind of hard. People who say Free State of McDowell are not necessarily people who are flying the Confederate flags.
Gotcha.
Generally, it's merely a interesting point of fun history for those people. But I'm sure there are some down here who believe we're part of the Confederacy and that we never.
For sure. And this is like all Trump land, basically.
The support for Trump down here, yeah, it's pretty high, but it's also in a weird way, in some extent.
It's really high here too. I mean, it's pretty much everywhere. I think the only place it's like it might waver a little bit is Rapid City because obviously it's more of a city, so there's going to be more kind of like leftist leaning people there. But even there, if I had to like give it a split, I would say it's still probably not even close. It's probably 70-30 in Rapid City as far as like who's liberals and who's Republicans if you wanted to put a tag on them.
It doesn't exist either because it's more about the coal. It's more about the religious thing. If you can satisfy coal and religion down here, you're voted for.
Welcome to Jolo.
Melissa.
How are you?
Hello. See, these are the kinds of places that I find interesting.
Why?
Because it's a different store.
You want some coffee?
Sure. The retail.
Look at how simple the ceilings are. They're just sheetrock.
Guys, I'm being dead serious. You're so kind to help me with what I'm doing. Buy whatever you want. Go ahead. Just grab whatever you like. This supermarket is super.
See, look at up here. Look it up here. You see? This is all of this here is just sheetrock. All of it is just strips of sheetrock that have been sliced and cut and then fucking either screwed up or nailed up to the fucking ceiling. That's crazy. And I also like that. I like that so much better. I think that's so much better than the fucking ceiling tiles. If I have to deal with any more motherfucking ceiling tiles this year, I'm gonna tear the motherfucking roof apart. Alright? I hate ceiling tiles. I hate it. I got sick last year because of motherfucking ceiling tiles. Okay? Fuck them damn things.
Super interesting and really local. I'm cracked.
To be fair, it was my fault though because I should have wore a mask. I didn't wear a mask and I was changing out some really nasty ceiling tiles that were fucking rotted out. Ugh. And instantly got a fucking lung infection and I had to fucking stay home for like 3-4 days.
I'm crashing.
I had like a 103 fucking fever from that shit.
Here too. I've never gotten to be in here before.
Great. Buy more shit. Yes, cool.
Great, buy more shit.
You know.
Okay, Cool Ranch Doritos W. Hey, here, oh shit, here we go. We got the fucking chip out. Okay,
What? Because you're from Buffalo, you're getting these too.
Okay, cool. These are some of the best chips that you can get in the country. These are Uncle Ray's.
Okay, my question is, where are they getting all this stuff from? Like,
It's always my question. It's like you have all this weird.
they're like
random
niche
stuff.
products. Like, are trucks delivering it? How the are the trucks getting on
It's gotta be fucking cold
these
trucks.
roads?
Yes. See, watch. That's
That's
square.
cool. I've never seen that anywhere in the world. How you just kind of opens up and goes straight down.
Wait, that's not a normal thing? Because, like, we have the normal carts, right? We have the normal carts, but there are a lot of these still knocking about here in the Midwest. Holy shit. That's new.
Did you guys all live here?
Honestly, they need to bring these back. These are fucking great.
What's better in West Virginia? Or
Nowhere, not in West Virginia. You want to know what saying of what people call McDowell County, West Virginia?
yeah,
They call it healthy in West Virginia
the healthy
because we're in the lower part of West Virginia.
lower part, like income wise, or what?
Yeah, we're the poorest county.
In the United States?
United States.
We were.
About 30% of our community are no-feds, druggies. More than 30%.
Probably about 100.
Probably
100%? Damn.
I do too, but
She lives here.
Everybody on something.
I used to be a dope.
So do you hate it here?
Damn.
Or is it kind of
Not that we
manageable?
hate it, it's just that
They ain't really nothing.
So everybody's about it here.
They like it here. Or he likes it here.
I mean, people come here all the time. What can we do to help the community? I'm like, put more businesses and they put them in the Welch or Richland, Grundy, up on
Not
the
here.
mountains. They don't really try anything around here.
Every time I've moved away, I've ended up right now.
It's like the black hole. It sucks you back. A lot of people are moving out. Teachers, they need teachers bad.
Yeah, we
Yeah, like really bad.
I guess there's nothing to
Most of the teachers are substitutes.
for young.
I guess it's like really hard, right? Because like teachers already don't get paid enough, and if you're already in a even more poor community that has its own unique challenges, and you're getting paid even less than a normal teacher to get paid because the community obviously can't afford to pay you like that. Fuck, that's crazy.
Younger people, there's nothing for them here.
Nothing. Not for them to stay.
No entertainment, no
Shit, I'll fucking teach them. Hey, put me in a classroom, bro. I'll teach them how to do trades. We'll get that fucking old West Virginia rebuilt real quick.
jobs.
That's the reason half our younger people go
They
to
go
the
off.
military.
They go off to college or military. They're out of here.
If a lot of people don't have money, but they're doing drugs, it doesn't make sense because drugs cost money.
They steal a lot of
They're stealing. People steal? Have you been stolen from?
But only out of my cars.
I forgot if I locked my car. Now you're making me worried.
Look,
Dude, these bugs, they're on my neck. I'm
What
telling
are
you,
they?
that's the bug that keeps biting me.
Oh, it's
That
ticks.
is a tick.
Oh God.
Yeah, you cut it. That's
So
the
it was his
teeth.
teeth
That's you.
Yeah, how do you get rid of them? Christ, they're all over me.
Burn it.
Are they like poison?
Tick country, baby. Wait, he doesn't know what ticks are? Where the fuck is this guy from? Hey, how deep in the city are you living where you don't get ticks? Or if you are living in the forest, let me know where that forest is and I'm gonna fucking move. Shit.
I mean,
That's
if you don't
crazy.
want Lyme disease or something.
Yeah.
You can get tick fever. Yeah. Actually.
Nah, the best way to do it, fucking take your nail. If you got a nail, hopefully you got a nail. If you don't got a nail, use a credit card or something. Slide underneath that fucker, take it off you. Okay, put it on something, and use anything that you could leverage on to cut the some bitch in half, and pull a lighter out and light that fucker on fire and let him burn. All right. You don't want any remnant of that fucker being left alive. Just get rid of him. Incineration.
So they bite you and they go in your skin?
Yeah.
The head of them, yeah.
Yeah, the head of them. Yeah.
You guys are great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Man, they're fucking describing a tick like a maggot, bro. That's not how, it's not how ticks work. I mean, they're not going in your skin. The head of them is going in, I guess. But the rest of their body stays outwarded and just fucking puffs up like a fucking tumor.
Finally there, brother.
If you want to hear more stories, you can talk about it.
I remember picking them things off my fucking
How you doing?
my first dog I ever had, a border collie. Me and her were always out in the forest all the fucking time. And anytime we come back, because of the way that her fur was, I wasn't able to pick through all the ticks. So there usually be like one, maybe two ticks left that I didn't find, and I'd always find them like a week or two later of the damn tick fucking hanging off her. Now it's like freaking, it went from like this tiny size to then being this fucking big, just sucking the goddamn blood out of my dog, poor girl. But yeah, no, once you do that, then you got to be fucking super careful, and you're fucking Got to get it to let go and make sure it's not, leaving itself inside. That's when the lighter comes in handy.
Drew,
The minute
How you
it
doing?
feels the heat, it lets go.
she said you're the most interesting guy
It's a
here.
good little
What
trick.
makes you interesting?
Cause you might not come back here.
Ram 1500. Hey, shout out the fucking Dodge Ram fucking 1500 right here with the V8 Magnum engine. That's one of the best engines fucking Dodge ever made. The fucking V8 Magnums. Ooh, badass fucking engines. I just wish they were paired with a better transmission. They would have fucking, you'd still see these fuckers running around. They're about as indestructible as Hondas were.
See, that's a proud woman. She wears my name on her shirt. That's my wife. I'm 50 years old and she's 30.
Are you born and raised here?
Yeah.
What was
Dang.
different about the 80s and now here in Jolo?
I'm telling you what, the best years of my life was the 90s. Cause I got more than a little bit. You asked. You asked.
Wildin'.
You asked.
Wildin'.
Wasn't no drugs back in the 80s
No.
like they are now.
I know.
You smoke pot. That little thing you got right there.
Yeah, no.
You don't want to point that at people.
I know.
No, listen to them.
Yeah.
And if one of these dopeheads sees you with it, they probably ain't seen one, so they go take it away from you, see if they can sell it and make money. Yeah, a lot of them's OD.
People are just they're just dying.
My ex-wife, married to her for 21 years. I've got a 13-year-old baby. She got on dope before my baby was born.
Wow.
I didn't know she was pregnant.
Damn.
You work in the coal mines?
Nope. I work in a junkyard.
Your hands are all black, so I figured.
That's grease. I've run it for 26 years.
Wow.
Anytime you want to get rid of that ride, bring it to me.
That's a rental car. I ain't get rid of it. I'll be charged a lot of money if I.
They'll get paid for it because it's got insurance on it.
I guess.
Somebody stole it from you.
So, oh yeah, I have a question. What's the best and worst part about living here in Jolo?
Well, the best is my wife. The worst part, there's no money to be made here no more. You got these stupid idiots. They
Oh, what
get
everybody's
people like me in
saying.
trouble.
I worked in a mine over 20 years. When I first started working in the mines in the 70s, top wages was $38 a day.
10-hour days?
8.
That's
Look.
$3 an hour or something?
And we got 30 minutes dinner.
My ex-boss, his daddy, started when he was 12 years old in the mine. He made $12 a day. What your age was what you made a day.
So-
You worked 71
That's
years in the
crazy.
mines. And he had his eye put out like 10 years before they made him retire.
All these towns are here because of the coal industry, right?
Yep.
Is it safe here generally?
Yeah.
As long as you're not looking.
Yeah, because 99.
Everyone knows each other.
Yeah, more than
Y'all go good together.
They balance each other really well.
No
Personality.
offense. I mean, don't get mad either. I take her home with me.
Oh, that's a
My
compliment.
wife's sitting right there.
No, he won't
You
take
don't want
offense.
somebody nobody don't
I
want to look
won't,
at
I won't take it. I won't take offense, but
it. You can't ever. You can't ever get
for your
Hey.
scrap yard.
Hey, throw it on the back of the truck. Look in the back of my truck.
Oh yeah, I know.
Lift you. You want to see scrap?
Everyone I've met in West Virginia,
Fair
except
enough.
for you guys, have complained about the government. You guys are the first people to not complain about it. You know
They
about
don't bother me.
So,
I don't bother them.
Yeah,
If you want somebody
you
to
don't get
bother
rid of
you,
that idiot Biden.
it's the
will hurt
damn laws around here,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
judges suck.
Today's election day, so
Yeah, I
today's
know,
an
but-
important day.
Yeah.
today.
But so you just said as long as they don't bother you, you don't care, or you do care.
Oh, I do care.
Yeah, I will.
So Trump's gonna win for sure.
I hope. If he don't, we're screwed. I mean, Biden is don't know what day of the week.
7
it is.
o'clock.
I keep
How long
up with
y'all
that.
been together?
Hey, he not wrong. He's spitting facts.
How many times you shot at him?
Twice.
What do you say?
I'm serious.
Damn.
No, she ain't shot at me once.
No, I'm serious. Turn around and ask that woman how many times she shot at me.
I need to move. I need to
Only
move.
bad problem is she can't hit the bros out of the smoke.
Poor shot.
Have you ever been shot?
Yeah.
By who?
Her?
My girlfriend's husband.
What?
It actually burns
Until it hurts.
until the adrenaline goes away. It burns. I had a pit, ripped every bit of that out.
Oh shit.
I went to the hospital, had all that glued back together, sewed up, everything. And I told him I was trying to catch a wild dog. Because I didn't want my dog
Yeah,
going
No,
to
no,
the
no, no.
bed.
You gotta
And they cut
the
their...
health department in on you.
Yeah.
Do you have function in your hand?
Oh, yeah. Around here, you got a lot of incest bull crap.
I was gonna ask you about incest. Is it true?
Yeah.
Do you know people?
My daddy molested my
What?
sister.
What?
I'm going to court on him here this month.
Sweet home Alabama. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Because he can't whoop me no more.
So it's common to hear about incest.
That
then.
shit's crazy,
That's my
bro.
whole damn family except me.
Having sex with brother, sister, or dad.
This is always the case, though. I mean, I've even heard of places, or not places, but like people like this, and now this is unconfirmed. I don't know these people enough, but in a town I used to live in, there were some people, and everybody was suspicious that they was getting busy, and they was all related, the whole house. So I don't know.
Mom is not normal.
Yes, it is. It's more normal than you think.
Well, it's not normal.
It's more common than you think.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
You just don't know about it.
It's more
Yeah.
common than
You
you
don't
think.
know?
You just don't know about it.
Yeah, you just don't know. Well,
Yeah.
like, I had a very good friend. Skrillex is half sister. And I was like, what?
When you have incest like that, it messes up the genetics of the kids.
Yeah.
No, it does not.
It doesn't.
No, it does not.
It can. It can. It can.
It can.
Yeah. What do you guys think about that experience?
That was
That was
entertaining.
awesome.
Super entertaining.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she even got over her fear of
Hey, what happened to the camera?
Aw.
Oh, it's
Hey,
still
by the
on
way,
4K.
I wrote a book.
Oh,
yours.
it's just okay.
That's not even out yet.
Awesome.
As we're driving home, Tess calls her grandmother to share what she and Dave got up to today.
Miss Ray, would you believe it? We had a YouTuber chaperoning us around the county on a date. Yeah! We're going to have a date in 2 months on YouTube, and people are going to get to watch this date.
Oh,
Pretty
don't
cool.
say I don't want it.
Oh, you're hearing it now, babe.
I enjoyed my day.
Did you get out of your shell?
Yes, I'm glad that I did get kidnapped.
Yeah. I only had to tie her up once.
Thank you for getting me out of my shell.
Aww. Guys, I had an absolute blast. All right, bro. Thank you so much for everything. You're the man.
No
Dude,
problem, dude.
I'll see you again soon. We'll keep in
Yes,
touch.
Absolutely.
Pouring rain. Woo! What an ending.
You made my day. Probably my mom.
I came to America's poorest county not knowing what kind of
Man.
people I would meet. But this small corner of West Virginia is more than its abandoned coal mines and silent streets. It's a place with warm smiles, unique culture, and stunning nature. While more efforts are needed to fight
Fuck
poverty
yeah.
in this region, the people I've met are fiercely independent and profoundly human. I was extremely lucky to meet Dave and Tess, who not only showed me a slice of their world, but became my friends both on and off camera. I'm hoping to take them on their first international trip soon, so let me know in the comments down below where we
Hey!
should go. To top
Oh man, I'm gonna finish this, but wow, wow, Drew Binsky, hey, fucking Drew, man, what a fucking video. I was struggling for a minute there, like when we were getting toward that middle section, I was like, oh fuck, because it was starting to get a little too close to home. I ain't gonna lie, I was about to have to pause the video for a minute, but we made it through. That was amazing. What a video. Make sure you go to his channel. Go to Drew's channel. Okay, subscribe, like his video, man. To get this out to the world. He's at 5 million subs, but we can get him higher than that. Come on now. And subscribe to me if you liked my reaction to the video. And most importantly, subscribe to yourself. Self-love is important these days, people. That's gonna be it for me on this one. Boy, howdy, this is almost 2 hours long. So I hope you guys enjoyed this motherfucking video, okay? I'm tired. I appreciate you all. Peace.